The problem was that if you encrypt it, you can encrypt anything. So I can go really far back. I was a student. I was studying math at university. At some point, I felt I wanted to do something practical, and I stumbled on cryptography, and I got really excited about that. And I was very fortunate that, world-leading cryptographer was at my university that could advise me. And eventually, I started doing a PhD, which was a project on voting, internet voting, right? So the idea is that you should be able to cast your vote from wherever you are, right? And you would encrypt the vote to keep it secret and confidential. And then there would be a tallying mechanism that allowed the authorities that were running the election to decrypt, but in combined way, so you didn't reveal any individual votes. And there was a problem here, right? And the problem was that if you encrypt it, you can encrypt anything. So you could encrypt the equivalent to, say, minus 100 votes for somebody.
Oh,
right?
right.
Horrible, right? Okay.
No doubt.
Right? It's like taking your hand into the ballot box and taking out some
them out.
of the votes. Okay. So how do you solve that? You could solve that with zero-knowledge proofs, right? And the key thing about a zero-knowledge proof is that it can prove that something is true, and it can prove it in a way such that it doesn't reveal anything else. You just learn that, this claim is true, right? So how does that work in a voting context? What you prove, so you encrypt your vote, then you prove that you have voted for a valid candidate. You don't disclose who you voted for, but you just prove that you have you have cast a valid vote, right? Encrypting minus 100 votes. Right? And that solves the problem, right? I mean, everybody who's tallying up and getting the result, they're happy because they know all the votes are actually valid, right? And you as the voter, you are happy because your vote remains private, right? So that's a zero-knowledge property.